Suzanne, and his dad is Andre, and they, for those that may not know or are new, hey Goosey, here he is. He's going to be joining Fremont. Remember when Fremont was still here, they were really good buddies. And Andre and Suzanne was here like a year ago, and they loved him then. And most of our conversations this past year have centered around either Lorenzo or Fremont. It's always fun to talk with them because they just love Fremont so much. And so, what was it? Gosh, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe they made the commitment. We talked one night. I think it was a Friday night. We talked, the three of us, and then yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And then they wait, and I told them to think about it, and they wanted to think about it. And they called probably 4 or 5 nights after that and said they thought about it. It was done. They love him, and they wanted him. And so Kelly, who used to work here a lot, still volunteers, and her husband Chris are going to be coming early tomorrow. I think they're going to be pulling out about 7 from here because I got to be ready for the onslaught of surgery check-ins. Feels like old times, you know, when we used to do it with Earth Angels. I'm ready. I'm so excited about this, and really, really happy we can do this day tomorrow. And they should arrive there in New Jersey somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, I believe, is what Andre thought and what we kind of figured up too from using a GPS. And then Chris and Kelly will spend the night somewhere close around there, and then they'll head back Sunday morning and be back here in Defiance Sunday night late.
Do you plan on playing in New York for a little bit?
I think, well, they have to be back, and it's a good 10-hour drive. Yeah, they have to be back for work, but just seeing the landscape, the scenery, that's what Kelly wants.
Oh, okay.
Kelly just wants so much to see the scenery.
Okay.
So we have all of his paperwork ready. We've got his toys, and we've got some extra baby food and some blankies from Goosey, and Diana just told me to pick one out for him too, so we got to do that. And we have his special food that Fremont's on that we've been trying to get him on it. I think he'll do better once he's at Fremont's house.
What kind of special food is this?
It's it's in there somewhere. It's limited edition something, I think.
I'm always curious.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah. So it'll be a good day. It's just a minute. I knew it. Something field. 3 syllables. Something field. Is that it, or is it in the other one? But it's in the other one. And the Mayumi meat. That's right. It's the tuna steak. He loves this tuna steak, so we added one of those in there too. Oh, I will do that, Leggy Gal. I will do that. So we'll pick out. Lorenzo, you're going to have blankies. You're going to have blankies. He said okay, because I like to sleep. Strawberry fields forever. Don't you guys hate it when I sing? I'm about the worst singer there could be.
Oh, no.
Oh, you and I could have a competition, huh?
I would lose.
Thanks, Leggy Gal.
Well, I would win for being the worst.
So, you ready? Oh, he says, I just want to be held. He just so loves being cuddled. My DeRachel song, my little DeRachel song, no, you'll laugh at me. Oh, I will miss him too, Lindsay. I know what you guys mean. I mean, oh, we love him with our whole hearts and give everything to him. He's been here for so long. But the whole goal here is to find the perfect home for these cats. And, you know, like with these CHers, they deserve a home. And if they can use the litter box and the home that they're going to has family that will love them, just love, love, love them, and has a safe home for them, then I'm for it. Oh my gosh, you know what I just thought of? I told a family they could come and look at cats tomorrow morning. I wasn't connecting that it's the surgery day, and they want to look for a CH cat also. Oh, thank you, Elf Gates. You are too sweet. And send a blankie for Fremont too, or for Fremont too. Oh my gosh, we should put you on a blankie tonight. Have it smell like you, and give that one to Fremont. He says, "Oh heck, that doesn't matter, 'cause I'm going to have the real body." Is he sleeping?
Looks like it.
Oh, he says, "I'm awake." Oh, but the head just fell. Well, we try really hard to find the right homes, and some of them may take a while, and that's okay. I'm thrilled that they're going with Suzanne and Andre. Boy, those two people love that Fremont.
And he will just blossom.
I think he will too. That's what I keep saying. He will just blossom. Sometimes he gets a little skittery, is what I told Andre and Suzanne. He gets kind of skittery when he sees us walking, and I think sometimes we try to go slow around him, but I think sometimes people, visitors maybe, don't realize that he gets a little nervous when you walk too fast around him, and so he tries to hurry faster than what he's capable of doing, and it makes him a little more uncoordinated. So in a home, he won't have all those people to worry about where those feet are coming from. All right, buddy. I was going to read a couple stories to you. Oh, gosh, I'm really going to miss this one. You know, I wanted to tell you one thing, too, about Bruno. I just showed Barb. Bruno, sometime in his life, has been thrown out of a car. You know, these cats that come, you know, when they land, falling out of a car, you know, usually they land face in because they don't catch themselves with their hands. And so they tear this lip down. Remember, you guys have seen it, and that's when we sew them up, bring it up, sew it up, and let it heal like that. And Bruno's lip, he has a hang down lip. Yes, his first owner knows that he's going to a forever home. Actually, I emailed her first before I emailed anybody to tell her. Unfortunately, she didn't get my email. It didn't go through. So I messaged her and made sure she realized that she was indeed my first person that I wanted to tell. Whoops, will you check on that? So yes.
Come on, you guys. Hey.
Yeah, they do, don't they, Sonia? They all deserve their own home. And Tuesday morning, remember, Helen will be leaving. Okay, little baby. Did you hear?
I hear you,
Trucker. Let's say you're right down here, maybe. This would be pretty comfortable. Oh, he sure loves his Betty Buys. Let me check one thing here.
Go get her, Trucker.
Hi, Trucker! Hi, Trucker!
You're so goofy.
Oh my gosh, how could somebody not love this boy? Hi, Zelda. Did you guys see him skitter over here? You got my Christmas card today, oh Goosey. Oh my goodness, yours got mailed a long time ago, but I'm happy you got it. And Vern ate for Barb. We have been working really hard. We have a volunteer Facebook, and I put a lot of information out there for the volunteers to be aware of things. And I told them a few days ago that if everybody could help us, we want to try to keep Vernon going every 2 hours. He has lost weight. We all know that. You can tell. And we want to pack it on. So And he's liking it. He's liking it. Oh, no, Trucker doesn't need 4 legs, does he? Can you imagine how fast he'd be with 4?
You'd be nuts.
Yeah, you'd be crazy boy. Just crazy boy, crazy boy, crazy boy, crazy boy. All right, down you go, Bubba. Let me go look at something.
Come on, let's go get it. Come on, let's go find it. Come on, we gotta go to the drawer. I don't know where you hid it. Magic, come on. Let's go. Yes, come on. Come on.
Come on, go find Barb. Go find Barb. What? But, buddy, you know what? I think what we'll do is do some stories, and then we will do 3 boxes tonight. There are boxes. I don't want to get too stacked up because, no, I think, and mods, I think we'll do stories, and I'm going to start those now.
Come on.
And then I will do 3 boxes.
2, 3, go get it.
Go get it,
boy.
buddy. I just really got to get in kind of early tonight, and I have to apologize too for something, and I don't want the boxes to be too late. So let's do stories, and then we'll do 3 boxes, or maybe we'll mix it all up a little. I just hope nobody will be upset that I'm not doing it right, like a 6 o'clock. You know, I just talked to Dottie. Oh my gosh, Dottie. Her box that she's sending has been literally, I swear, all over the United States. I cannot believe it. Hey, Dottie, sometime you're going to, when this is all over, you're going to have to write. Don't do that again, goof. You're going to have to write down all the states that has gone to, because that would be really, really interesting. Yeah, Lorenzo's story. Now, who's doing that? I gotta apologize for something. Barb said it wasn't as bad as what I envisioned it. This morning I was doing breakfast, first time in 2 days, because my tummy was very achy, and I was feeling pretty good, but kind of still hot and sweaty, and my tummy was still a little upset. And thank you, Jimmy. And Farrah is sitting up there on top of the refrigerator.
Come on, you guys, out of the way.
And she starts throwing up. I swear it was like an ocean of throw up.
It sounded like it.
It was really gross. And I think that's what I said too. Oh, gross or something. I'm the first person to clean up puke. I don't mind it at all. But I'm telling you, that was just enough to send my tummy into a spin. I was like, Lisa, I'm so sorry. I cannot clean it up. And then right after that, somebody else puked back there. And it's like, oh, I can't do this. I thought sure I was going to have to go back in and take a break. Hey, Mish. You know, Mish, I think we do have enough. But if you want to come, you're welcome. We would never turn you down. Ever, ever, ever. We have to talk sometime about a flash sale sometime, Mish. So, yeah, but then poor Farrah, and I'm sure she threw up her Don't you ever wonder where the word puke comes from? I always think, boy, and diarrhea, that's another one. It's like, whoever thought of that word? Diarrhea.
I can't spell it. Did you notice that?
I can spell it, but I always laugh when I write it because it's like, that is a funny word.
I cannot figure it
So
out.
anyhow, Lisa saved me this morning because I couldn't do it. And then I felt bad because I said, oh, gross, real loud. It's like, oh. We're kind of messing around yet a little bit tonight, Wolfpatch. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. We're going to do 3 boxes and some stories. So I'll just read a few. And we did read Lorenzo's the other night, and I've been marking them. But because he's leaving tomorrow, we'll read his again. His is short. And Lorenzo leaving tomorrow morning.
Aw, I miss him.
Yes, I know. So, Lorenzo. Bug and Lorenzo arrived together, a brother and a sister. Bill and Angie, on Bill's day off, drove almost to the Kentucky border to pick up this twosome. Bug has long ago been adopted. Lorenzo is a moderate CH. We thank Sharon for helping these 2 kitties out in their time of need. She has even been here to visit Lorenzo when he had his birthday. Lorenzo was a wee 7-week-old when he first arrived, and now, at this time, he was a little over a year. He's a big boy. He loves laps, loves to be cuddled like a baby, and dearly loves to have his ears rubbed. He is a gentle boy and is kind to all the other cats. He has learned how to get up on the princess bed in the kitty cabana room, which he loves. He is such a pleasure to have here at FFRC. His date of birth is July 28, 2013. FFRC arrived at September 18, 2013. Date of adoption will be 1/30/2015.
15?
16. 16.
I was going to say, that was last year.
That was last year.
Should have gotten adopted already if it was last year.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. That might be info I need about my sissy. Hang on. Hey.
Excuse me, kitties.
Good.
Okay. The poison ready to go.
How are you?
Bye-bye. Okay, so, all right, so sorry. Yeah. Did I? Hmm? I'm just going to do 3 because I have to go take care of Mom yet tonight. And okay. I'm just going to randomly pick one right now since I don't have any up there. And this one is going to be on Ada Jane. Ooh, I haven't done a Preaky one, but maybe I can find that one. This is on Ada Jane, and I had her under the Oldsters, of course. Her date of birth was February 2nd, 1995, and she arrived here 2011-05, so she was 10 years old when she arrived here. Ada Jane was 10 years old when she was dropped off at a local animal shelter to be euthanized. The reason? Why? She was just too old. The family didn't want to deal with her oldness. I was there the day that she was to be euthanized. I used to go out and help our shelter. Seeing nothing but a beautiful older girl who was super friendly, she went for a car ride right to FFRC. She never had a full-size meow, remember? Well, sometimes she does, but most of the time she opens her mouth and nothing but a crackling meow comes out. And then when she tilts her head, just so, it just makes her look so extra cute. Her favorite place to be is on top of the washer. The gentle jiggliness puts her to sleep. She has her special basket, and no one else is to be in it. That cute black dot on her nose needs kisses every day. She is now, this is then when we did this, 19 and a half years old, and she's proud of that. Yes, she's in the beginning of kidney failure, but that doesn't bother her. She has her sink close by, that she laps up all the water she wants, and she knows all she has to do is a silent meow, and we are at her beck and call. We love this girl. Whoops. But remember, towards the end, she found her voice and meow, 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 meowed at us. Okay. Here, let me get a washcloth too.
I know, this is just backwards, isn't it? It's so backwards.
Yeah, and let's do it over this. Thank you for keeping you clean. Okay, so this is a crazy night of lots of interruptions like we always do here. Yeah, oh, I like that. Yeah, Ada Jane drove that washing machine just fine. But remember at the end how she would meow, 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 meow. Oh, we probably fed her 20, 25 times a day. Whatever she wanted, she got. Just loved her so very much. See now, let me try to find, well, we gotta see if we can find Preaky.
Oh.
Whoops. You know, I don't have Preakness in here. Now, how could that be? That's impossible. But I do not see her. Oh, Snoopy baby, I am so sorry. I will tell you one thing about Preak is I'm so happy that Snoopy baby loves her and has her, and that's another one that was a very Maria knows this. That was a hard adoption for me because Preak had been here for a while, and she was kind of funny with some people, but so loving with us. And so I was worried about her, of course. But you know, that turned out like gallant, like so many of them. That turned out to be such an awesome adoption. Maria and her husband just love her, and the pictures that I see of Preak in her home just warms my heart so much. I just love it. Makes me happy every time I see her picture. Here's a story on Dovey. Remember Dove? And there's Dovey's picture. Says Dove. We frequently called her Dovey Girl. What an awesome cat. She sure stole our hearts. She arrived in 2012, another victim of those horrible leg traps. Both of her front legs were in the trap. Those darn traps sure cause so much suffering. Someone found her in the trap, released her, and then brought her to FFRC. She was just a joy from the very beginning, a real sweet girl. She lost her front left leg due to the severity of the wounds. Her right front foot was also affected, but with the help of our vets, they were able to save the foot and the leg. She did lose one toe, though. She was so patient with her treatments. Remember that? She was so good for us. She was such a happy girl and so loved the kitty cabana room. The sunlight, the bird feeders, the cushies, she loved it all. Debbie girl would come towards people, sit up and back on her haunches, and reach her front leg out to show she wanted some pettings. A truly wonderful girl. A family came in, saw her, and really fell for her. We talked. They prepared their home for her and came back and adopted her. We were all thrilled she had her very own home. She was born October 9, 2010, and she arrived here November 16, 2012. And she, too, went to an awesome, awesome home. Very happy place, and they love her. I haven't heard from them for a while, but I have heard from them several times. And Darcy, they just love her. I think
This girl right here needs to do it.
that girl does. Yep. How about Montana? Yep, we'll do Raza next. You betcha. This one is Montana. Montana was born February 6, 2012. Arrived here January 29, 2013, and was adopted May 21, 2013. And you know Jenny and Brent adopted her, and the Montana is who it is when they speak of Montana and the crew. They're cats. Yep. Montana, and there's her picture. He's just awesome. This dear brown tiger met with a big ugly metal trap. He was a stray outside and got into trouble with the trap. He had his front right foot stuck in it. This is what bothered me about Montana. Someone simply opened the trap and left him go, never even helping him other than releasing him from the trap. Days later, he went up to someone and they saw he was needing help and brought him to FFRC. Poor baby. By now, the leg was a dead leg as the nerves had been severed and could not be repaired. Off to the vets for a surgery, which required a leg amputation. You could tell that he felt so much better when he recovered from his surgery. He was ready to rock and roll. Nothing stopped this boy. Life was great, and he thoroughly enjoyed the cats, people, and life in general. He always seemed to be a gentle soul. He really did. Montana was 11 months old when he arrived and was adopted 4 short months after that. He went to a phenomenal home in Canada. His mom and dad are Jenny and Brent, who also adopted Januka, Halo, Spruce, and Abner, all at the same time as Montana. And, you guys remember who the other one was they came back and adopted? This gives them a wonderful cat family crew. This is the same family that came back to adopt Snappy. What a wonderful life for them all. I am so sorry. I got a bunch of calls that I had to make today. Whoops, Dr. Darcy. Hi, Darcy. Yeah. Okay, well, we're doing check-ins. Well, we can do this 2 different ways. We're doing check-in 7:30 to 8:30. I'm sure it'll run over a little bit. I didn't know if you could get here that early. What we're doing is they come in the door. Lynette is having them sign the release form. If they want to do more, if they want extra like the vaccines or leukemia FIV test, Jazzy, watch the light. And we're doing a complimentary warming and cat store because I want to protect things here. And then they come to me in the front thumper's room, and I'll do their waist, get their collar on, give them their Medicam there, and then we'll take them in the back. We're going to put all the cats on tables in the mail room, and we're going to divide them up into 7 groups, so we do 6 at a time. And then I didn't know though, if you were here, you could start on the physicals right away with Amber. And then as soon as you're done, then we'll get started. If you can. If not, as soon as you do get here, we'll get started. Okay, okay. And then we have checkouts. Right. And there is 43 of them now. Well, we bumped it, we took those extra 5. No, they're all neuter. They're all boys. Yep. And most of them are a 1.5 years and under. There's one 8-year-old. But there's also going to be a Grand Champion Persian coming in. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that later. Yeah. I'll tell you about it. It's one we're going to help. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Your thumb's in good working order. Okay. Thank you, Darcy. We're excited. All right. Sounds good. All right. Bye-bye. We got the best vet ever. The best vet ever. All right. And is Mudgy on? I'm wondering. Yeah, Mudgy, I see you on. Let's do one box real quick. I see I'm not making much headway on my time anyhow, am I? This is... Oh, I think this is something I ordered. Oh, this is... Yeah, I'm going to put that back there. This is from my mom. So false alarm, folks. So we'll go to this one. This one is from Doctors Foster's and Smith. Oh! Da, da, da. This is, I'm not, it doesn't say who's on here. Does somebody know who this is from? Let me know. I wonder if it might be from Vicky B. I'm not sure. There's 2 bags of Royal Canin, the baby cat that the cats love so well. 2 of these. Thank you. It came from Doctors Foster's and Smith. Yeah, well, we call it the baby cat Royal Canin. I don't have a card in here, but it might be Zoo Love. I got a card today from Foster's and Smith saying something was coming from Zoo Love. Maybe let me know, or let Mudgy know, so we get it right. I'd sure appreciate it. And then let's find Raza. Raza. Here's that beautiful girl. And Deb has been posting beautiful pictures. Oh, thank you, Jazz. I'm feeling a lot better. They do. Royal Canin does have baby and kitten dry. Deb has been posting pictures of Raza, and oh my gosh, she's really is a beauty. She's a beauty. Hi, sweetie. Says Raza, a friend of FFRC brought Raza one day. It was in March of 2011. Now, her birthday is March 10, 2010. She arrived here March 15, 2011. So she was just a year old. She was adopted December 25th, 2013. She arrived, she was very pregnant, very, very pregnant. Our friend was the one who rescued her from a bad situation. Just 2 weeks after arrival, Raza gave birth to 6 kitties. She had 5 boys and 1 girl. They were beautiful. Raza arrived a little bit shy, but that's okay. We still loved her. She became very thin from nursing all those kittens. After the kittens started eating by themselves, Raza was able to gain weight. And then she kept gaining some more weight. It always amazes me about cats that have been very hungry sometime in their life. Sometimes they must think that food may just go missing again, and so they eat. We've seen this happen before. Raza was a beautiful golden white cat. She loved the windows to look out of. She enjoyed watching all the kittens and even caring for them in the rescue center. Bird feeders were also fun for her. We were also hopeful that someday she would find her very own home. After being here for 2.5 years, Deb B. from Georgia called. She wanted Raza, along with Merlin, Arden, Ernest, and as you probably remember, Alaska. They went to a wonderful home where they are all dearly, dearly loved. Thank you, Deb. And that's our Raza girl. That's a great family of cats, isn't it? Okay, now, let me change tactics here. We're going to do the third box. And it's a light box. Emmett, you little sorry boy. You little sorry boy. What'd you do with my cutter? That little girl took it again. There it is. This is for Derecho. Let me see if I know where he's at. Remember that cushy that we opened up? Was that last night? Goodness gracious. Was a bed for Derecho. That was from Chris with a K, K-R-I-S-M. And this is also from Chris, K-R-I-S-M. And I told Chris that Derecho is such a wonderful boy. He shares easily, but Coralie has taken over the one bed. And she said she's got some more things for Derecho. Oh, whoa. There you go, Franklin. Well, I think when Derecho sees this, he's going to say, you can have that bed, Coralie. I'll take this one. Wow. Wow, Chris. This is fancy smancy. Oh, look at this. Kitty prints on one side. Oh, this is, yeah, the one that Coralie's on. Oh, this is really nice. Derecho, where are you? There he is. Derecho, Derecho, you are my boy.
Another.
Look at his new bed.
Huh?
Look at his new bed.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's from Chris. K-R-I-S. Here, we're going to throw these in that box too. Hi, how you doing, Rooney? And this is, who took my cutter? Who did it? Elsie, you probably did it. Or Emmett. You're another ornery one. This is also from Chris M. And this is also for Derecho. Derecho. There, can you see him? Oops, let me move that way. There he is. Kaden, you have to stop that. Or, no, I'm sorry, Franklin, I meant. You gotta stop that. Here, you can do it if you want. He's always taking paper. He's eating paper from me all the time. Don't you love all these different personalities these kitties have? Oh man, Rachel, you must have been an extra good boy here lately. Probably thinking I'm always a good boy. Wow, Chris, this is nice. Wow. You lucky dog, but we'll say you lucky cat. It's called a mattress. Way to go. Oh, wow. Oh, Chris, this is very, very nice. Very soft. I see, though, we have to cut that because it's for cats. That would be bad. Oh, my. One side and this one. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Chris, thank you very much for doing this for Rachel. I'll put this down there too. Yeah, this is very nice as well. Rachel, might you want this one? Now, Coralie, you can't take them off. Coralie, you gotta share. You gotta share some of them. Those are to Rachel's. Okay, guys, heads up. Heads up, Franklin. Perfect. Okay, nice beds for a special boy. You got that right. I'm going to screw over here so you can see Rachel. And how about if I just randomly pick one? We'll do a couple more. Oh, do you remember Sita? Remember Sita? Sita was born August 15, 2014. She arrived at FFRC. She was only 4 weeks old. September 12, 2014. She's a baby. Sita, what an extra beautiful little baby. Why was she all by herself? We don't know, but there was no mama, no siblings. She was alongside some woods, close to a country road, and she was crying pitifully. I remember this. I remember this when these two men brought Sita. I love it when somebody extra goes out of their way to help kitties. She was crying pitifully. Two guys spotted her from their car and pulled over. They could hear her squawking and took pity on her. They were worried if they left her there, the coyotes would soon get her. She was only 4 weeks old. Good thing she was born knowing how to cry loudly. That helped her to be saved. They brought her to FFRC, and it was so sweet. Two big guys carrying this little wee one. It didn't take Sita long to fit right in. She's friends with all the kittens and cats. She's just so pretty and has an awesome personality. One thing for sure, she never has to worry about being in the woods again. Other than being a little hungry, she was in good condition. And she was adopted. Oh yeah, I remember that. Let me see. Oh, Big Al. One of the bestest kitties. Oh, and then there's another one I would like to read. Big Al. Oh, goodness. See, we didn't do 100% of them, remember? And I don't see that I have Big Al. There's a lot of them in here, and I might have missed, but they're in categories. He should be in this one. Nope. He should be in this one. But I don't see him. Ooh. Alright. Bondi. Bondi's right here. Bondi arrived at FFRC 5/7/2012. Do you remember who brought Bondi? Oh, some of these kitties made me cry. Oh, we've been talking about that, DeWitty. Bondi. There's not many cats that have come through our door that's been thinner than what Bondi was upon arrival. Our volunteer Jenny C. was out for one of her runs. On a back road, she saw Bondi. Being the people they are, Jenny called her husband to come with a pet carrier, which he willingly did. Bondi was skeletal. She was so fragile that we weren't even sure she would survive the first 48 hours. But Bondi had fight in her. She survived. She slowly, ever so slowly, gained a couple pounds. When Jenny would come and visit, she would always give her a "Hi, Bondi girl," and give her lots of love. Bondi picked the front welcome office as her special place to be. Even now, when we think of Bondi, it's her in the office chair. She loved that chair, and we always put a big floofy blankie on it for her. Anything she wanted to eat, she got. Bondi wasn't here with us for a very long time, but while she was treated with love and respect, and she was a most welcome girl. We have a thing up on the wall that has Bondi's name on it. There. Yeah, Jen, or everybody calls her Jen, yeah. Except me, I always call her Jenny. I'm going to do maybe just a couple more, but one of them I wanted to read. And this kitty has passed away, but this was Minto. You all remember, many of you will remember Minto. Acadia, you know, I think I would be pretty good in saying that Acadia was even thinner than what Bondi was. She was just, made me hurt to hold her at first, Acadia, because her bones just cracked. Yeah, she liked the Bondi licks. Yep. Our UK friends would send them to us. This story is on Minto. Minto arrived here September 11, 2013. This little orange, short-haired baby was just about broke all of our hearts. He came in all by himself, another one of those, no siblings, no mama, and he was a very sick kitty. His FIV and leukemia tests were negative 2 times for each, but his persistent snuffles became worse and worse. The sad thing is, there were four sweet babies, remember, that passed away before Minto. Chances are high that because Minto was not in good condition, that his immune system allowed him to pick up more germs here. Yes, he broke our hearts, but this little tiny kitten also saved many, many lives here. Remember that? Minto was a milestone here. Minto lost the battle to his illness. Our vet suggested a necropsy be done. This particular necropsy we had done was very expensive, but it was covered by a donation, and it was very important. We wanted a detailed result to learn about Minto. The results came in 10 days later, and we learned a lot. Because of Minto, every kitten now receives a Bordetella vaccine as soon as they are 4 weeks old. This has been a huge improvement in keeping the nasty germs away. We also learned that Minto had tapeworms. He did not come in with fleas, but because of this, we have added a Droncet to each cat's incoming protocol. No more nasty tapeworms for our kitties and cats here. We also learned which combination of antibiotics works for the germs that he had. We had a battle plan now for when our kitties do get sick. He lost his life, but we gained so many lives by what we learned. Minto, what a special kitten that gave this rescue center so very much. Thanks for loving him along with us. So Minto, because of his necropsy, Elsie, stop. Elsie, now stop it. We've talked to you about that. Yeah, we've told you about that. Minto was the first in-depth necropsy that we had done, and we did learn a lot. This was a kitty that you wouldn't think at 4 weeks of age that came in with no fleas would have tapeworms. There's only a couple ways to get tapeworms. One is by eating rodents outside, and the other is that by having fleas. Well, he was so awful little to be eating rodents, and God only knows how he would have tapeworms, actual tapeworms in him at 4 weeks of age when he came in. He certainly didn't get them here. But we learned that it's a possibility for babies to have them, and those can be debilitating somewhat, but they're not the most vicious of worms, but we don't want any worms. So now every single cat that comes here gets either Drontal or Droncet. So we treat that now. And because of Minto, we learned that the Bordetella virus really was here, and but it was easy to get rid of it. At the same time that we learned all this is when I had went to a conference, and we learned about so many places were starting to do the it's intranasal Bordetella vaccine for kitties, and you can do this as this says, at 4 weeks of age. So we started this way back when, and it's been 2 years that we've been using the Bordetella, and it has decreased our upper respiratory problems drastically. We rarely see the real bad upper respiratories. Yes, kitties still come in with it, but they usually don't get it here anymore. Sometimes we still do, but nothing like what used to be. And we also learned that the medicine of choice that we had for Minto was not the one that was the prime one. We learned that we can combine, there's lots of antibiotics now that we have in our arsenal to treat these upper respiratories. And so when we get anything, we do treat them. We go way out and treat them. We declare battle on them and try to get rid of all that. So Minto was awful little, but he sure taught us an awful lot. He was a really great cat. And we'll do one more. This is my last because I have to go take care of my mom yet tonight. This one is for Auntie Napa. Wait a minute, didn't I do Pontiac the other night? I think my tape fell off. No, I don't think I did. This is on Pontiac. And if I did, just forgive me for doing it again. Pontiac, what a gorgeous Siamese. Her name is for a sea maiden in New Zealand mythology, which is the subject of a famous statue called Pontiac of the Reef. She was found by someone who realized her eyes were a problem and brought her to FFRC. To realize that she was outside by herself with her eye condition saddened us. Our Pontiac was blind. She arrived here with 2 very bulging eyes. We felt she might have had a little sight when she first arrived, But as time went on, we realized things progressed in the damage to her eyes. Her right eye became even more swollen to the extent that it had to be removed. She still, and even still, has her left eye, although there is no sight in it.
You want some more?
Oh, this is the other phone call I'm waiting on. I'm so sorry. Hello? Hey, how are you? Oh, great. Yeah. So you told me you needed the model number? You needed the model number of the faucet? Oh. Does that work? Oh yeah, we got it picked out. All done, and the sink. Yeah, and the sink is picked out over there. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you, John. All right. Bye-bye. I think that's the last phone call I had to do tonight. Yes. So, let's back up here a little. Our Pania is blind. She arrived here with two very bulging eyes. We felt she might have had a little sight when she first arrived, but as time went on, we realized things progressed in the damage to her eyes. Her right eye became even more swollen to the extent that it had to be removed. She still has her left eye, and still does, although there is no sight in it. That sure doesn't matter to Pania. She goes wherever she wants. Yes, she may bump into things, but that doesn't stop her. She even climbs a little bit. Pania loves people and loves to be petted and fussed over. She also answers to her name. When you want her and you say Pania in a sing-song way, she usually will meow, and she still will do that to us today. Pania's birthday was April 12, 2012. She arrived here November 19, 2012, and we keep a very, very close eye on her remaining eye to make sure that it doesn't have any more swelling in it. Yeah. Thanks, Wolfpatch. Oh, they love to do that, don't they? Yes. Yeah, sorry about all the phone calls. All right, I'm going to go take care of my mom, and I'm going to have breakfast, get Kitty's breakfast early in the morning. And we're ready to start. We talked to Dr. Darcy, so that one's all set and taken care of. And she's going to try to be here at 7:30. We're going to start checkouts then. Lorenzo will be leaving about 7. So it's going to be a busy, busy morning. And we technically have the first half of the checkout starting at 2 and the other half starting at 3. But I think things are going to go real smooth and fast and quick. And we're going to let the people know when they check in that if it's much earlier than that, we'll give them a call. We'll get somebody on the phone and start calling these families and saying, your cat's ready, come get them, and get through all those. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Da Vinci Mom. All right. Yep, it's going to be a busy day. I will try to come up and keep you all posted a little bit here and there as best as what I can. And I told the people that are helping us with recovery that this is different. This is not like our FFRC recoveries. You know, we always have people helping us. With the FFRC kitties, our kitties get rock-a-bye and hugged and held until they wake up pretty much. These kitties are different. These kitties, we don't know them. They're not ours. Some of them are not very friendly. Some of them will be in traps because they're kind of wild. Some are friendly, but when these kitties get done and we do our post-op, which we will do in the back thumpers room, then they will be then taken and put back into their crates. They'll have a name tag on them with a number that matches their two intake papers that matches the number on their crate, so we don't make any mistakes. And wolf patch. And then the people who are helping us will watch them. We need to make sure that they're breathing fine, that they get turned every once in a while. But a lot of these kitties, they're not going to be coochie-coo held like what ours are. These are just observing, making sure color is good, things are going good like that. I will try to do the best that I can because I want you guys to be involved in this. Yeah. Farrah, no, I got the other things done, but look, right there she is. I'll get Farrah right now. Yeah, and thank you so very much for being with us. I appreciate you all very much. And I'm going to lower the cam. Hey, and anytime you guys see Barb, tell her a big thanks because Barb does a lot of fill-in for us. She's very wonderful about doing the fill-ins for us.
This is my shift now.
I know, but I know what you're doing Sunday.
What am I doing Sunday?
You're helping with Connie.
I am? I didn't know that. Let's go. Tell her about this. You're thinking of Sunday. She said tomorrow my brother-in-law's got a party, but...
Huh? Say that again?
I thought last night she said that her brother-in-law had a surprise party for today.
Uh-huh.
Today.
Oh, was that today?
I thought it was today.
Oh, let me see, because I have no idea.
No, I'm very confused.
Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Come back here, Connie. Surprise party tomorrow night. Yeah, that's Friday night. Okay.
Remember when I said earlier about the movie?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, my brain is not 100% functional yet.
I'm sure. That's kind of why I said
But you don't have to tell me
that.
that, Barb.
I'm sorry.
I remember it's been quite a few years ago, 6, 7, that seemed like quite a few. I had probably 3 surgeries in 18 months, and I'm telling you, that stuff fried my brain. And I was so upset because the last one I came in here, and I sat down over there, and all my kids all come running, and I loved it. And I stumbled on their names, and I was so mad at myself. I was just,
Yeah. She's allowed to come back.
yeah, it did, but I did.
You'll
All right.
be better tomorrow.
I'm gonna
So,
go.
question.
Uh-huh.
So, I offered to, help you with your mom watching her in the middle of the night. So, do you want to give me, if you're serious about yes,
I will have to check and see how we get you the.
I was wondering if you gave me the name of it and I signed it and I could play tonight and see if I could figure it out. Sometimes I use like the name of things.
Oh, that's a good one.
I broke into my boss's credit cards because they had to get paid.
Are you kidding
Well,
me?
I knew their mother's maiden name, I knew their social security, I knew all the information, so I broke in and then quickly emailed them and said, I have all your information for your credit cards.
Oh my gosh, did
They're
you
like
got flip out?
No, they're both fine. They trusted me. So that. Okay. That would be easy with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I haven't heard that. She doesn't know what. Or maybe. Oh gosh. Okay, folks, we just have a little change of plans. Possibility that Kelly and Chris are going to be here around 5 or 6, folks. 5 or 6. So I'm just going to tell her sounds good. When they're here, they're here. They want to beat some traffic. Do you ever do a text or something and you just type away and then you send it and then you look at it and it's like, holy moly, nobody could read what you typed.
Or half the words are spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Because they've been corrected.
Yeah. Yeah, that has been
You
corrected.
sent me a text and I still don't know what it meant.
Okay.
Here, Rachel's got this here. Rachel's got, oh, Bernie, it's okay.
So I fed everybody around 2 o'clock.